Yo, what is going on everybody? Shri Kanase here. So how to increase sales for free. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, I love free stuff. And when it comes to Shopify and e-commerce and getting free sales, I'm all in for it. But one thing a lot of people do wrong when it comes to getting free sales is that they start fully depending on it. And before I even talk about anything related to the strategies on getting free sales, let me tell you that just relying on free sales is one of the worst things that you can do in order to really run a successful dropshipping business or even grow the dropshipping business. So the stuff I'm about to mention to you guys in this video should be used in addition to paid traffic, because unfortunately as of now there is no alternative to paid traffic. I personally believe that the fastest way to grow a business is by using paid traffic. Of course, if you really have no budget at all and you're fine waiting a couple of weeks, months, even up to maybe even a year, then go ahead and just use free traffic to increase your sales. But using the specific strategies I'm about to mention in this video along with the paid traffic will definitely boost your sales. So without wasting any more time, let's just jump right into it and find out exactly how to increase sales for absolutely free. The first thing you will have to do in order to really increase your sales is to gently tap that like button down below. Just kidding, but hopefully you do that anyways. The first thing that I'll like to start talking about is the Google Merchant Center. Now, before you exit out of this video thinking this whole video is geared towards Google Ads, hold up, because this specific first step really can be used by just about anybody, and it doesn't really matter whether you use Facebook, Google, Pinterest, whatever. Now, for those of you that really pay attention to the news and what's going on with advertising, Google recently released a free program for a lot of advertisers, which basically lets their products get on the Google platform for absolutely free. And this is known as specifically the Surfaces Across Google program. And once you sign up for a Google Merchant Center, if you haven't already, and go inside the More Programs section, you'll be able to find the Surfaces Across Google program. Now, the beauty about this program is that you don't have to be running Google Ads at all. You don't have to be spending any money with Google. As long as you sign up for this program, as long as you connect your store to the Merchant Center and basically set up this program, you will be good to go and start receiving free traffic. And if you guys are kind of having second doubts about registering for a program like this, just go ahead and look at the screen at the specific clicks I've gotten in the past with this program, and these are absolutely free. I literally did not do anything except just enable the program on the Google Merchant Center and basically let Google do the rest of the work. So this is literally one of the easiest and most cost efficient ways to be increasing your sales. Literally, it takes you about 2 to 3 minutes to set up the Surfaces Across Google program. But once it's set up, then you will start getting this surge of traffic, which will be absolutely free, and you'll consistently get it as long as this program is active. So the first thing that if you don't do anything else that you should do is sign up for the Google Merchant Center and then sign up for this program. Let's move on to the second thing which can help you increase your sales for absolutely free, and this is kind of related to your product page specifically, but I highly recommend you start putting a money back guarantee of some sort in your product descriptions if you haven't started doing that already. And the main reason behind this is that we want to start increasing the amount of trust and the overall conversion rates our store has, because with increased trust there will be an increase in conversion rates, and adding both of these will equal an increased amount of sales. It's a very easy formula, and it works for just about any store out there. Specifically, you want to be adding the money back guarantee to the end of all of the descriptions. You can hard code this in. Just speak to Shopify support if you use one of the free themes, and they'll hard code it in for you. But you will need to prepare some kind of money back guarantee. You can do it in bullet points, you can do it in numbers like 1, 2, 3, etc. Or you can just simply say something like, we offer money back for 30 days for all products, or something similar along those lines. But having that in 2020 and onwards for just about any type of store is literally one of the most crucial things when it comes to getting consistent sales. But just having the money back guarantee is not really enough when it comes to the product page, because the rest of the product page also matters a lot when it comes to getting those sales and specifically increasing the sales for absolutely free. The next thing you will want to do on the specific list is add gifs or videos in the descriptions. Now, don't just add any random GIF or don't just add any random video. You want to be kind of strategic about it. I specifically recommend that you start adding GIFs or videos that show a clear representation of the product. This means showcasing the product in action, or maybe have some testimonial of some sort within the video or the GIF, or you can also be showing key features related to the product in the GIF or video. So for instance, if you sell some kind of special vacuum cleaner that can hang upside down and clean the roofs as well, you of course want to show that part as well within the video, specifically maybe even towards the front, because having that on the product description in the product description really will make people, first of all, want to consider your product. But number two, it saves them from reading on in the description and just looking at the GIF or the video and then making the decision then and there whether they want to buy from you or not. It saves a lot of time for the customer as well, which is one thing you should always be doing. In fact, one thing you want to understand with e-commerce is the less you make a customer work, the more likely they are to buy from you. And having these gifts and videos really makes them work less. It makes them read less amounts of words, and that in return makes them want to convert much faster and much quicker, especially if the product that you're selling is really low ticket or mid ticket. For higher ticket, I definitely recommend that you do have video or gifts along with a large description, because when people are spending $200, $500, $1,000 or more dollars on a given product, you bet that they want a lot of information related to the product. So it's your duty as the Shopify store owner to provide not only gifts and videos, but also clear descriptive words related to the product and be very thorough about it. But that brings me to my next point, which is offering fewer variations overall within the product. Now, for those people using Google Ads, I actually recommend the opposite. In fact, I recommend that you have more variations if you personally use Google Ads. But in general, you should kind of be offering only those specific variations which are absolutely necessary. And it doesn't matter whether you use Google or Facebook for this part. And the main reason behind this is because excessive variations really ends up confusing the customer. And when a customer is confused, instead of buying anything, they just end up leaving and maybe not even purchasing at all. And that is the last thing you want as a Shopify store owner. So to kind of battle that, here's what you should be doing. You should be offering fewer options. Maybe if there's 10 colors available on AliExpress, maybe offer only the 3 most sold ones or the 3 most favorable ones, which you personally would know that a lot of people buy, because this just leads to less confusion. If you have 10 colors available on your product page, a person is going to definitely get confused between choosing the color, and they might not even end up buying anything from you again, which is not what we want. So as I said, more options equals increased chances of not purchasing anything, and we want the customer to be purchasing something. So the most amount of variations I really recommend you have is maybe up to 7 or even 6. Anything above that and it just gets too excessive, and it may start actually working against you. So you want to kind of control the amount of variations overall that you have. But one of the most important things you can do for a product description in 2020 and onwards, especially for those products selling really well, is have a product Q&A within the description. Now, what do I mean by this exactly? Well, a product Q&A is basically having a question and answer section within the description where you just answer the most commonly asked questions, which you personally think a lot of people would have related to the product. And I recommend you do this for only those specific products which are actually selling the best. If you try doing this for other products which are not really selling, it may just become a huge waste of time. So you really want to be focusing this on those specific products which are selling the most and just answering the questions that most customers would have. One of the best ways to figure out exactly what kind of question a person would have is to go on eBay or Amazon, go to the reviews for that specific product or find a similar product, and then look at the specific questions people have asked on eBay or Amazon. You can answer those specific questions within the Q&A. And in 2020, this can definitely increase your sales because a normal Q&A can answer a lot of questions a lot of people have, which would kind of prevent them from buying from you. So this would in return increase your conversion rates, and with that increased conversion rate, you would of course have more sales, which is what we want. So having a Q&A in 2020 and onwards will really help you and your Shopify store. But let's move on to our final thing, and that is just simply having email flows. Now, I see a lot of people, especially those people running general stores, just avoid using emails at all. They personally believe emails are not the way to go. I could not disagree more with that, simply because email flows have the ability to add up to 30% more revenue to your overall Shopify store. So you bet email flows are really, really important, and you should definitely be having them if you haven't already set them up. But what should you be setting up exactly? If you don't really want to waste too much time setting up those email flows, here's what I recommend. These 2 specific flows, abandoned carts and pop-up newsletter, are 2 flows which you absolutely 100% want to set up for your Shopify store. And these are absolutely mandatory to have if you want to simply increase your sales and enjoy more profits. Abandoned cart email flows are very, very straightforward. In fact, I have made a video on email flows and how to set them up. I'll leave the link in the description below for that, so you want to definitely check that out. But abandoned cart is simply when a potential customer just exits out while checking out and doesn't complete their checkout, while pop-up newsletter is the specific email that is sent right when a pop-up comes up on your website and somebody enters their email, maybe to get the coupon code that is attached to that pop-up. So once they sign up for that email, then they'll be registered under the pop-up newsletter, where you can send them more emails, maybe with more coupon codes or sales, etc. But email flows is absolutely a must in 2020 and onwards. But these are the specific few ways you can really be increasing your sales for fully free in 2020 and onwards. If you found any type of value in this video, smash that like button and smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.